What you doing, Frank? Huh? Huh? Well, I picked up some lumber today at Home Depot and hardware cloth and just different sizes of wood, different sizes of screws, because I need them for different things. A handle for my door, hinges for my door, and being I can't find any doors, and I ain't paying no $100, $200 for daggone chicken door. So I watched some videos on YouTube and come up with kind of just a simple slap it together door. And my plans, I have to do the door first so that I know where to put my other board as support. And then what I'm thinking of doing is putting the hardware cloth around the bottom and then the chicken wire around the top. Because eventually in the summertime, I'll probably be raising chicks in here also. And that chicken wire is just not good for chicks. They can get hurt and get their heads through there and everything else. So to make it multi-purpose, I break some of the straw out of here. And as you can see, this side just gets wet. It just runs down. See, the straw is all soaking wet over here, because it rained yesterday. And over here, it's dry. But I do intend to get some bags of sand and get this built up, because the sand does help with the drainage. And then you can just use a kitty pooper scooper to clean it up or whatever. And, you know, if you just keep getting like one bag a month or something, you know, or every other month, that's what I'm going to do, or try to. So I'll be filling this with sand to help with the drainage, because I was not able to get dirt brought in here and redo this chicken run. So, and this is not pressure treated wood. It is outside. It is what it is. It's what I had. I also don't want the chicks or chickens to peck on pressure treated wood. And it'll last long enough that if the time comes I have to redo it, then you take a couple screws out and replace the board. I mean, you know, it's not going to be that difficult, but it should last at least for a couple years till I get everything else figured out and completed. But right now, I just need to get this put together for winter. So I'm going to go try and make an attempt to slap a door together. It may not be pretty. It just needs to be functional. So, let me get going. Okay, so what I did was I bought a roll of this instead of the chicken wire. So I want to make sure I have enough to staple on there. And then, I don't know what I'm doing, but then I took and I measured this and I made sure it stayed the same all the way down. So now I just have to cut 2 pieces of board to fit on the top and bottom. And I'm going to wait till I get my cloth pulled down before I put a board on the front of it, and then I'll staple that behind there and work from there. That's my idea. We'll see how this works out. Okay. It may not be pretty, but it's going to be functional. So I started on this side and I stapled all the wires. I got to finish stapling this one side here underneath it. And then I put this extra piece of wood here for support on stapling the fencing. Got my boards across there. And like I said, I got to finish stapling that side underneath. And then I had an extra board that I sandwiched the chicken wire in between. Stapled that all down. Got the boards there. So, and like I said, then I stapled down this one. So, I mean, that'll work. That'll work. I just have to finish stapling it, and then get the hinges up. Let's see what I can do from there. It's always nice and quiet. But okay. I got my door. I got my handle on. And I got it to where it goes in. I mean, it won't sway all the way back. Plenty of room to walk in here. And the only reason I can't open it all the way is I forgot to angle that piece there. But it opens plenty enough for me to get in. So that's the best I can do. And like I said, I just stuck that there to get a little bit more support for the wire cloth. Because like I said, I'm going to use the wire cloth around the bottom. It's going to be pretty dysfunctional. And I could move that out a little bit onto the outside of that board, and it'll go all the way in. But that's good enough. I'm not redoing it. And then once I get my board up here, you know, I'll have a latch on the inside and the outside. And I think what I'm going to do is just get a piece of wood that flaps over, or I do have those hooks, extra hooks that you screw in the wall and hook over. So I'll finish that then. And so now I just got to get, go over and get a piece of my thick, big boards and find out where my brace is going to be here beside the door, where I'll put my hook and latch and stuff on. Is it level? No. Is it measured evenly? No. Does it work? Yeah. There's a little tiny gap underneath it, but that's going to be fine, because by the time I'm going to put some, because like I said, it's going to be closed going on the inside. So there's going to be a little lip hanging down is what I'm going to do to of chicken wire. I'll think of something. But I'm not redoing it. That's the first door I ever made. I've learned from it, but I don't want to do it again. So I'm just going to clean up my mess for now. Think of where to put my boards across for my chicken wire and my wire cloth. No, that's not even near enough chicken fencing for all the way around this, but it's a start. It's a start. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'll get my board. And since I didn't measure, I mean, it's almost right up to that board. I think if I put one on the outside, it'll be good enough, but I'll see. If I have to put an extra piece up there behind it to make it fit, you know, not real snug, but enough against that door frame, I should be good. So let me clean up my mess and figure out what I'm going to do. Frank, you behaving? Starting to get windy, ain't it? It's going to get below freezing tonight. I'm going to have to bring the Marans inside the coop tonight, because it's going to get below freezing, and I'm going to shut all the water down and stuff. So I need to wash everything, get everything done before I have to get the water turned off. So I think for my very first time and trying to do it by myself, you do what you can do. Come spring, if I have the energy to fix it right, I will. But until then, I just need something functional. So that's what I got. And that's just gonna have to do for now. Okay. Here's where I'm at so far. I just pieced together whatever kind of wood I had. I didn't buy enough of this or enough of that one. So yeah, I got my door in. I do have to put a latch on it. And got the side pieces, because you know, it's not gonna, between those boards, I think I'm just gonna take the chicken wire up as far as I can get it, as straight as I can get it, or whatever, because they're not gonna like squeeze through the top down there. They're not gonna be probably 4 or 5 months old. So when I go to sell them, so. And then I got the boards around here. I could put more up, you know, to staple it to, something to staple it to. I want to get some more. It doesn't matter what kind of wood or how thick or thin. Just something every so many feet around here, so that I can staple the wire cloth and the chicken wire and stuff up there to make it a little bit more sturdy. So, and then I had to put a board over there, because all I have is metal fencing. And I need something to put wood on this side to make perches and stuff like that on. So I think I've got a couple more boards I just have to cut down. I think I'm going to put one more board in the middle. That way I could put, you know, perches in that corner. I haven't figured out quite the total design. I may put a piece of plywood on one of these sides to put the hen boxes in. Probably better off on the outside and put the perches like on this side. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And like I said, I've got, you know, openings. So if I need to put a heat lamp in here, I can take the cord up above and put heat lamps in here. But that's all I'm going to do today. I got my nails and stuff cleaned up. Stuff they can get hurt on. Huh? He'll probably be jumping up on this as perches and stuff. So we'll see. But, I mean, it's not straight. It's not even. But it's going to function. Yeah, that's it. Going in there. I didn't make that for you guys. You know that? I still got to get sand and everything else in there. And get some more chains to hang down for the feed and water. And hopefully, I don't know. The worst part I hate is wrapping the chicken wire. Because I had to do that all the way around here by myself. And that was not fun. I didn't like that part. So, we'll see how far I get with that. That might not be till next week. As long as I can get the main frame part done and figure out where I'm going to put my hen boxes and perches, then I'll be fine from there. I'm sorry, baby. It's going to get below freezing, and I didn't want them to be outside in that kennel by themselves. So if I bring them inside the coop here, have a little bit more protection, because it's going to be in the low 30s for like a week. Well, it's going to be below freezing, I think, tonight. Then it'll be like in the, like 35, 38, stuff like that for the next couple of weeks or week. But you know, weather changes daily. So they got feed and water, clean their boxes out. And I do have the light on right now temporarily because it's a little dark in here. Yeah, babies, I'm sorry. I don't want you to freeze. There's a Ruger out there eating. Okay. Yeah, I know. We got to start getting this place together. Winter's about here. All the cold. Okay. A little bit more framework. Patch it together. Then slowly do one side of the chicken thing at a time. Get me some sand in there. Heat lamp. Stuff like that. And it will be ready. Yes, it will. Yeah. I'm trying to get it done before the Chickville chicks are old enough to come out here. But I don't want nobody out here when it's below freezing. I do have that light there. What I would have to do, though, because I don't have a plug-in out here. That's why I was going to get somebody to redo my electric. But, you know, just like always, no one ever shows up. I would have to run an extension cord inside the coop and then out here. But what I would do is get those little hooks and hang them up on the higher up, all the way around, and plug it in inside where it's not hanging down on the ground. I can do that. But anyways, that's where I'm at right now. I think it's coming together. You see my vision? It's a little crooked here and there. But you know what? It's gonna work when I'm done. It's gonna work. And I left their kennel door open. There's no feed or water in there. Everybody likes to play in there. Frank's in there right now. So, and I did get this brooder out of the chicken run so far. I'm not going to take that kennel out yet through the winter. So through the winter, I don't know what to expect. Right now, so I may just keep that one in here and the one inside the coop. I may just leave those two alone for now until spring. And then just keep working on this one here. And then I can start thinning out things. What, baby girl? I had to rescue you yesterday, didn't I? Yeah. Frank shoved her right into the fence, and she got so scared she just froze. Her head was hanging out the other end. I didn't have it on. So I had to come and get her out, pick her up, and baby her for a little bit. She's okay. Yeah. She'll come running after me. Do you want me to sneak you some treats while they're all out there? Huh? Here, let me sneak you some. Look at that. Don't tell nobody. I didn't put nothing in there. I did not put nothing in there. Here. You just don't care, do you? You just don't want her to have none. Come here, baby. Come here. Come on in here. Come on. Okay, let me see how these girls are doing. Oh, yeah, they're fine. Back up on their normal perches. It's a little warmer in here, isn't it? A little bit. I mean, once I close this coop door, it's not too bad in there. Go ahead and eat those. So I'm gonna get some things closed up early. I'm gonna let them go for now. I got the plastic down just to help with some of the cold air. Because it's starting to rain again. It's gonna go down to freezing. I gotta go around, open up all the pipes, shut the water off. So, kind of a lot to do. Frank, keep an eye on there, buddy. Getting cold. Okay, I was gonna bring them in the house, but you know they're gonna be in the shed here. I'm gonna close it up real tight. Yes, it's not airtight, but you know, at night and stuff, I mean, I leave the lights on. They have the 2 heat plates on this side. I've got that one hanging up, blowing the heat, you know, bring the heat out. And there's enough of them to keep each other warm. Huh. And then out, like I said, I take a blanket and cover this up and hold the heat in at night. So, I mean, they'll be fine. Because it's only going to be, if it's hour by hour, it's not going to be below freezing the whole entire night. So, I think you'll be fine. You will be fine. You have water to feed. I filled everything up a little bit ago. So I'll be out here later on, and it's still early. It's only like noon. So I got the shed door closed, and they're all holding up on this one side because I came in. What, babies? What? What? They're at that stage, you know, right before they start getting cute again. Getting that peach fuzz and stuff gone. I got peach fuzz and little feathers sticking out all over the place on their heads. Yeah. That's okay. You're going to grow up to be beautiful. Yeah, you are. You definitely need more room. I'm working on it. I am working on it. Y'all be out in the kennel in the chicken run that Mama's building. Yeah. I'm working on it. Might have to give me a couple more weeks. Okay? I'm gonna leave you go. I'll be back out here later.